online broadcast network, AfterBuzz TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AfterBuzz TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Not every day that we get Dolph Ziggler's music playing at the end of SmackDown, but we had it tonight along with 2 cage matches, a heel turn, and a bunch of other goodies. And we're going to talk about it. Welcome to AfterBuzz SmackDown, everybody. I'm Christian Rosenberg, and wait, Rome and Corey, you're both here. I'm also. Are all 3 of us actually here at the same time?
Yes. It so happens that this Friday.
What?
Not much is happening.
Blood moon outside or something. I don't know. But all of us are here for
All of us are actually here. This is like over a month since all 3 of us have been here.
You know what else is here? This little peach fuzz mustache thing that you're growing.
Oh,
peach fuzz mustache.
she goes it out.
Honestly, this is just called not shaving today. That's all it
Wow,
really is.
it's really there. If you really squint, you can kind of see it.
Hey,
it's there.
If I let it go a couple more weeks, I would look like a great 70s porn star in training.
But that's what you plan to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my goal in life.
Yeah. Right.
That is my goal.
So every week it's going to be a little more. I'm going to give a different name to it.
I was shaving I'm probably going to shave tomorrow.
Is it? I thought this isn't no shave November.
I thought this was
Yeah.
No, because my problem is it all goes so patchy that work would not allow me to work.
Okay, so it's not for a good cause. It just is.
It's just me being lazy today.
Okay.
Is that so bad?
Christian,
great to see you two.
Dyslexic.
I'm so happy all 3 of us are here today. Rome, you're a predictions champion, by the way.
I'm the champ, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time you finally held it by yourself. Training wheels are off.
Yeah, it's a trip. Normally I'm holding it with this lovely lady right here, but hey, I ended a relationship with some of the pictures we put up about this damn belt, but
that's a fair point.
But here we are.
Yes.
Yep.
And here we are again, and in a couple months we're not going to be here on Fridays. Because they officially announced SmackDown as of January 15th, moving back to its original home on Thursdays. And along with that, planning on moving NXT to Wednesday. So all of a sudden, we're going to have a full-fledged week of WWE programs. Raw on Monday, main event Tuesday, NXT Wednesday, SmackDown Thursday. If they decide to keep superstars, I'm guessing throw that on Friday.
I think that's a better option for WWE in general to move SmackDown over on Thursday because Friday nights, it's kind of tough for a lot of people.
Nobody wants to watch wrestling on Friday.
That's their day off. I'm not saying, I mean, we just want to go out.
Yeah.
Just want to party.
We want to watch SmackDown later.
I mean, we would rather not be here on Friday nights. Granted, we love doing this, but it's Friday.
We'd rather do Thursday nights.
Yeah. Just nobody who works here wants to be here on a Friday night. They're wrapping up shows right now.
Are you saying people would rather be doing some recreational activities?
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course he says recreational activities.
Of course.
Yes.
Because I'm proper. And eloquent. And elegant. And sophisticated.
Elegant. Wait a minute. Hold up now.
Yeah, I'm doing it all. All right.
Elegant. So
SmackDown's going to be moving to Thursdays in a couple months, and we'll keep you posted on wherever we end up deciding our AfterBuzz will be at. But we're still here on Fridays for the next couple months. And we're going to have some fun as we talk about SmackDown from Albany. And we kick things off right from the get-go. No promos, no nothing. Cage just drops. Tag team titles on the line. That's a great way to start a show. Tag titles on the line. The Usos getting another shot against Gold and Stardust. My one question. It is a cage match. There are no rules in a cage match. Why do we have to tag in and out of the ring?
They do.
Why?
Well, I mean, that's what happens. We always ask why during wrestling matches. Things always change. Don't be so sad.
Well, it was just I'm just watching. Just like, Why are they following? Why doesn't Goldust just run into the ring and start beating down the other Uso? They're not going to call a DQ. So, I don't know.
It's a cage match.
It's a cage match.
Yeah.
Just do whatever you want.
It's usually what you're supposed to do.
It was a tame cage match. It was a SmackDown cage match.
Well, being that they had 2 cage matches on the show, you needed one to be tamer than the other.
Yeah.
And that's what we got here. This was the tamer of the 2. Still a fun match between them, as these guys always provide. Really cool combo at the end. I believe it was Jimmy Uso superplexed Goldust, and as soon as he landed, Uso splash from Jey Uso, and then as soon as he got up from that, Maestro Cradle by Stardust, and he pinned Jey Uso, and the Dust Brothers steal one and retain the title.
The ending was good.
I love the sequence at the end.
Except, I know you were complaining about one part of the ending.
Well, this is me nitpicking,
But
and
you
we know I
always-
nitpick
just
a
do
lot.
it.
So the Maestro Cradle happens. Stardust pins Jey Uso, literally 6 inches from the pin is Jimmy Uso lying there looking at it. He could have just literally reached his arm off,
break it,
break the pin, but didn't. That was just the only. I mean, but that's like a nitpick thing, especially because he delivered the superplex, so he was the one who took it.
Yeah, true.
But I like the finish. Golden Stardust retained. Real fun match. And now that means the door is open for a couple Matadors, to maybe work their way up to be a number 1 contender. Rome's looking for something to do while I brought up Epico and Primo, who have actually pulled off a couple victories in the last week or so against Golden Stardust, which makes no sense. But they did. Rome, we're over here. We're over here, Rome.
What?
We're over here.
Oh, what?
Yeah. When we talk about the Matadors, Rome gets a little distracted. Rome, no, over here.
I
Over
see.
here.
I was
Over here.
like,
What?
Nothing. We're just finishing up talking about the Matadors.
Oh.
Yeah.
Damn, who?
Nah, there you go.
I'm going to play Angry Birds.
Well, we're done
you should
talking
actually play
about them.
Family Guy, The Quest for Stuff. It's really good.
Oh, I'm going to have to
Free
check that out.
promo.
If only they sponsored us. That would have been awesome. Recap video of Randy Orton getting the crap beat out of him on Monday Night Raw thanks to the Authority. Randy Orton no longer a member of the Authority. Randy Orton now a good guy and was stretched out thanks to a curb stomp on steel steps from Raw. I'll be honest, this last month of Orton, kind of like this transition back to babyface Orton, even though he's still psychotic Orton, this has been my favorite Orton in a long time.
At least he's psychotic.
But like
not personal.
even his promos have been different. Like I've been more entertained by the promos. His ring work has always been stellar.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no denying that. But it's just like a little added aggression, a little different side of him than we've had in a while. Mm-hmm. And I've actually really enjoyed his work. And of course, now they take him off TV. Mm-hmm. So yeah, thoughts on Randy Orton now being a babyface?
I like it. I like the change. He has finally some personality in him that he's been lacking in a very long time. He was kind of getting really dull. Mm-hmm. So this change is something that can, bring him back up. I like it.
No, I
mean, really.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I do.
Someone had to go against the Authority from the Authority. Might as well be Orton.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one was going to buy it with Kane.
Or we wouldn't want Rollins to
And
go.
Rollins,
Yeah.
no, not now. Rollins is the top.
It's not his
Too
spot.
deep, yeah.
He's in the spot he should be in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So speaking of Kane, he is standing in the ring, pretty much saying that you're either with the Authority or you're against us. He challenged Dolph Ziggler to a cage match, or he didn't challenge. He pretty much ordered Ziggler to be in a cage match later that night, and says now he wants to stand back and watch a guy that the Authority is very interested in, possibly being on Team Authority, compete. And as he's getting ready to introduce this person, out comes Cesaro. Mm-hmm. Sporting the nice staples on the side of his head that he got courtesy of Dean Ambrose on Raw.
What did you think about that?
You guys, I think the relationship is ending.
No, it's not. That's not.
What?
I'm not.
You guys had an argument.
What?
She doesn't like his full beard.
Yeah, and
Dude,
I don't like the full shave. I like the.
I was about to
horseshoe
say
thing.
you don't like the fact that he went on and just took the plunge and cut it all
I
off.
mean, but when he
Maybe
lost,
it's a Movember thing. Maybe he's pulling off what I clearly can't.
Oh, so now you're admitting that it's a Movember thing.
No, I'm just saying I can't do it. But maybe he is doing something. Maybe he's just growing all out.
So now you're
month.
defending Cesaro. This is a team.
Yes. Well, I've always enjoyed him. I just don't want to see you two fight.
Yeah, we've been
It's okay.
We've been supporting you guys
Since
as a couple
day one.
for so
I was
long.
so happy too a couple months ago at SummerSlam.
You were so happy.
This is a longer relationship
Boys.
than Vicky and Edge.
Oh yeah, Macho and Elizabeth.
Macho and Elizabeth.
It's like a year and a half.
Don Marie and Tori Wilson's dad.
Yeah.
We'll see. He's-
Mark Henry and Mae Young and
Yeah. Godfather and his
ice.
hose.
He needs to be.
Well, actually, that's still going on.
yeah, it is. It
Yeah.
is. It
He needs
is.
a push.
Well, he's kind of got a little
Are
thing
you
here.
one of those people? Are you one of those women?
Look, I've been,
You're just a
Cesaro's
fair weather
#1
lover?
fan for a very long time. When you grow a beard, that doesn't look right on you.
Let's
least
see
it's
if
the
he
beard.
keeps it in December.
Yeah, and then break up with
Yeah.
her.
Okay,
if you don't.
okay.
Come on, holidays are coming up. Maybe I'll get
Yeah.
you something nice.
I ain't saying she a gold digger.
I mean, look, if he came by with a beard, I wouldn't be like, nah, it's cool. I would totally be cool with that.
Oh.
Then what's the
problem?
What's the?
It's time to move on to other prospects.
Okay, so you're finally going to Titus.
Well, when he comes around, sure.
When he shows up on TV.
Yeah.
So she's not a gold digger. Hey, gotta give her that.
I'm not a gold digger.
Well, Cesaro comes out saying he wants to be on Team Authority. Team Authority would be top notch with Cesaro, and Kane's like, I'll be honest, you're not the superstar I expected to come out. But I'll tell you what, if you beat the superstar that's coming out, then maybe we'll consider you for Team Authority. And out comes Ryback. And we have Ryback versus Cesaro, which I was very intrigued with.
I was excited about that.
Yeah, I'm like, these are two completely different styles. I'm curious to see how they work. And honestly, they worked pretty well. You had obviously the pure strength of Ryback, where you have the natural strength of Cesaro, but he had to adjust his style to try to outmaneuver the stronger guy.
Yeah.
It started out honestly looking like it was just going to be a squash match, that Ryback was just going to crush him, but then Cesaro countered the shell shock and then took control for a few minutes. And then great display of strength by both guys. Ryback lifts up Cesaro for a suplex. Cesaro is trying to break the suplex by lowering his knee into the side of his head. It's one thing when you see a little like cruiserweight do that. Another thing when a 6'5", 240-pound guy does it.
He's not 240.
Well, he's 230.
Close. Yeah.
Okay.
Closer to that.
All right, whatever. He's 6'5", though.
He's
6'4",
slim in
6'5".
person. So slim.
But then Ryback caught it, again, while he's still holding him up.
Yeah.
And then adjusted it into shell shock. And Ryback gets the victory. And then after that, Kane starts walking into the ring to try to congratulate Ryback, and Ryback just walks out prior to even seeing Kane enter the ring and goes out. So is Ryback going to be part of Team Authority? Probably not. And you guys were laughing at something in the chat roll. What's going on?
It's just the chat roll is very entertaining. We love the chat roll.
Thanks, guys out there.
Yes, thank you. I think we should always have the chat roll rolling.
He's gonna go back and catch up now.
No, I'm not catching up. I mean, I know there's someone in there with the username Rome is fine, and there's someone with the username Kaori's boyfriend. I'm just wondering why there's no love for me. I'm actually a little jealous right now.
I snorted.
And I just made Kaori snort.
He snorted.
So many historic things on this episode.
So many cage matches.
Cage matches, snorting.
I'm the champ, bitch. All of it.
Rome's the
Going
champ.
around.
Kaori broke up with Cesaro.
Yeah.
Peach fuzz.
Apparently I have peach
Peach
fuzz.
fuzz.
I'm hitting puberty.
Amazing.
So many things are happening. God.
Oh man, we
And
love the interaction.
we're not even done with hour one.
We love the interaction, guys.
We
Keep it
do.
coming.
We do.
Here's the interesting part of the night for me. R-Truth versus Adam Rose. So Adam Rose comes out. R-Truth's already in the ring. I'm thinking, oh, are they teaming up this week? Like, are we just going to have a random tag team match? Okay, fine. No, they're facing each other. And they're kind of just goofing around, almost kind of like a dance-off in a way. R-Truth is doing his weird dance moves. But then all of a sudden, then the bunny on the outside is mimicking the dance moves. Mm-hmm. And R-Truth is just having a bunch of fun. Adam Rose is having a bunch of fun. The bunny hops on the apron and try to join in on the fun. Adam Rose looks at him and is like, hey, what are you doing? R-Truth rolls up Adam Rose, gets the win. And Adam Rose walks out of the ring and shoves the bunny down.
Too much fun. The bunny had too much fun.
He was pissed at the bunny.
I like this.
I loved it.
Okay. It makes some... Adam Rose's shtick is a little ridiculous, and the bunny's ridiculous.
Yeah.
They put two ridiculous together. Two negatives together makes a positive, so there you go.
Well, yeah, because we've been saying forever that they need to do something with Adam Rose because they never developed any type of character with it. And then we got the bunny thrown at us who was actually competing and beating people. It's like, dear God, what is happening with this right now? So now, and they were mentioning kind of on the commentary and based on kind of what happened a little bit last week with like the little segment that they had on SmackDown, the trick-or-treating, that Adam Rose is getting jealous of the attention the bunny is getting. So all of a sudden, Adam Rose was kind of looking at the rest of the Rosebuzz and be like, all right, let's go party. Yeah, everything's fine. And he looks back at the bunny and like, all right, we're good. Yeah.
Who better to plant that seed than R-Truth?
Yeah, R-Truth.
I mean, he's
complete
good at
instigator.
Yeah, totally. The dancing black guy.
The dancing black guy who only says, what's up?
Yeah, of course, him. Let's let him break up the bunny and Adam Rose.
But I'm liking a few different things with this because, one, we're going to find out who this damn bunny is. And he won't have to wear the stupid bunny costume anymore.
Or maybe he's never revealed.
Well, then that would be horrific.
I think it'd be kind of funny.
That he wrestles on a regular basis as the bunny? Mm-hmm. Is this 1988?
Sometimes.
He would feud with a gobbledygooker.
I would pop for that.
Damn it,
I would pop for the bunny versus
actually,
the gobbledygooker.
you know what? Thanksgiving is coming up. They could do... I'd be okay with that.
With the Shockmaster as the referee. Yes.
I was going to say the Yeti.
The Shockmaster was more over.
Well, he
never
was.
wrestled a match, but he was more over.
Yes. But so we might find out what's going on with this. We're turning something with Adam Rose. Whether he stays as Adam Rose, maybe he goes back to Leo Kruger, who knows what. But they're going to do something, which is what we need. We need something. Because the guy is talented.
I do like Adam Rose as Adam Rose. I don't think this whole entourage is necessary. He doesn't need to be coming out with all these people who seem to be on ecstasy all the time.
Yeah.
That's the part that...
Local guys are getting paid.
It looks stupid.
Maybe only like $100, but they're getting paid.
We've said it week after week after week that they look stupid. They don't look like real ravers. That's the whole problem.
Yeah.
You gotta do, if you're gonna do that, that's why I always say it, and I'll say it again. That's an Attitude Era gimmick, but the people have to be more, I hate to say it because WWE wants to be PG, but they gotta be drugged out. They gotta look like that.
No, it was right. If this was Attitude Era, he would drop something in his mouth before he started wrestling. And it would be over like crazy.
Yeah, I would pop for that.
And like all of a sudden, like someone took his stash, and that's when he loses.
It would be like Juventud Guerrero, except a work.
And I pop for that.
Was I not supposed to say that out loud?
I understand completely.
There are wrestling people popping across the nation right now.
Yes, and the chat roll is going, and the Yeti. Peep Show is back. How was that for a segue?
Yeah, just work with it, man.
Just going. Peep Show is back. Christian is back on SmackDown, and he's pretty much just standing there plugging the fact he's on 2 episodes of Haven. That's literally all he did.
It was the most forgettable segment of the night. Because I forgot until you mentioned it right now.
Well, I didn't think the part after this was forgettable. It was just, Christian, what were you trying to do here? Like, that was my thing. Like, are you trying to make yourself turn heel? Because you're not doing a good job at it.
That's the whole thing. It was boring.
I don't know.
Sorry.
But he brings out Dean Ambrose. And Christian's asking him about why did Bray cost you, your match at Hell in a Cell. And Ambrose is like, well, normally when someone tries, cost you your match, it's because they want something that you have. And it's just like, I don't have any titles. I don't have any type of reigns of things. So I'm not quite sure what Bray wants. But he mentioned, Bray likes to play mind games, but I'm not afraid of Bray. And then, like, right on cue, it's no longer the blah. Now he does his more, like,
So
evil, like
yeah.
it almost sounds like a lion roaring the way they altered the voice. Don't even ask me to try to imitate it because I'm not going to.
I won't. You'll probably suck at that
yeah,
too.
we're totally cool with you.
Are you sure? Because I'll try it if you really want me
It's
to.
fine.
Probably suck at that one.
But I mean, I just didn't want to, over. Okay, I didn't want to step out of bounds or anything. Step my boundaries.
Overstep your bounds.
That's what I meant to say.
We know.
Okay.
I'm here to
if
help
you can't say a sentence, we're not gonna make you do that either. It's fine.
You don't even have to talk. We'll do the
fine.
rest of the
I'm
show.
so happy you two are here.
This is what we do.
Yes, this is all we do. Bray comes out and mentioning that Dean is lost without the Shield. But Bray can save him. He tried to save Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan refused. And we have not seen him in a long, long time. I'm like, ooh, interesting that he brought that up.
Intriguing.
Yep.
And he's like, but I understand, he's pretty much saying, I'm not stupid. I know you're not going to necessarily just jump for it right away. But then he brings up, let me ask you, does your dad still send you postcards from prison? And we're learning a little bit of the story of Dean Ambrose through Bray Wyatt. That made Dean upset. Dean left the ring, started charging down the ramp or up the ramp towards Bray. Lights go out. Lights come back on. Bray is right behind Ambrose. Screams at him, run. Lights go out as Ambrose turns. Lights go back on. Bray's gone.
It's funny, those camera tricks.
I know, camera tricks. And it got dark. Even though everyone has their phones on.
Phones out. And those things light up the entire
Those
arena.
things light up.
That's very true.
No need to pay an electric bill.
Yeah.
So I like the new chapter in this. Curious to see how it continues. And we know they're going to have a hell of a match at Survivor Series, which you can watch on the network for free this month.
Yes, that's true.
Network is free all of November.
They're that desperate.
How much information do you have to put down to get that free network?
I'm
just saying.
I think you just sign up.
Okay, well.
And it was really easy to sign up.
Hey, AJ0314 wants to know if you've bought Corey dinner yet. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah, good, very good question. Thank you.
If we're all actually like here on like a night together, then maybe I would honor
Doesn't have to be on
that.
a Friday.
Oh, so you want to set up a date afterwards?
She's saying you're making excuses.
Well, now
let's
now
not
you're
take
not
it
with
that far.
Cesaro. I mean, someone's available.
Keep growing the peach fuzz.
Chicken wings.
I can't say no to chicken.
anyway.
She
She
wants wings.
She wants wings.
Let's return to the conversation at hand.
I was ready to ask you out to dinner.
I
But
think
you
this
just wanna-
got awkward for Corey.
Did it? Did it get embarrassing? Did it get weird? Did it get weird?
It's getting weird.
Is it getting weird?
Okay.
Is it getting
I'm
weirder?
gonna keep instigating.
I want to do like this this thing to you.
I'm gonna
This
kind of be like
repeating thing.
R-Truth with the bunny and Adam Rose.
Which one of us is the bunny?
I think I would be Adam. I don't know.
I don't know, but I ain't dancing.
Oh, he ain't dancing. That's for sure.
That's true.
No, you don't want me
Why don't
dancing.
you take her out dancing? That'll at least be an entertaining night for everyone.
We need a camera crew.
Yes. Make it happen. We'll do it.
AfterBuzz
TV.
exclusive.
You know it. Back to it.
And back to a new day, because we have a vignette pop up. Hey, remember when Xavier Woods, Biggie, and Kofi were setting something up and then they disappeared off the face of the earth?
Oh, you mean like the black guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came out thinking maybe they're going to do something like the Nation of Domination, even though it wasn't the Nation of Domination. And then took them off TV and then periodically brought them back as their old selves.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, no, we're still going to do something with you guys, but we just don't know what.
We just don't know what.
Well, apparently they're Kirk Franklin and the New Nation. Because Xavier Woods has a vignette where he has a all black gospel choir behind him singing. Mm-hmm. He is preaching and dancing, gets the James Brown sparkly robe put on him, and saying that a new day is coming. And their stable's going to be called A New Day.
I asked for them to do something different,
This is different.
so I can't
It is different.
knock that. This is straight from the mind of Vince McMahon. It sounds like it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about with Vince McMahon.
Whenever Vince McMahon wants to do one of these gimmicks, it's always over the top, stereotypical. And I know he loves black churches for some strange reason. He did the same thing with he loves black mamas, Sapphire all the way up to Brodus Clay and his mama. I don't know what it is about Vince and that, but that's just what he does. So.
I do want to cut you off real quick because Corey's boyfriend in the chat just asked who's hotter, Rome or Rosie. You're winning.
What the hell? What the hell is happening in the chat room?
5 answers. Rome.
And it's Foxy took the high road. She's like, Rome, but Rosie's cute too.
Wait, no, she said Roy's is cute.
Oh boy. But yeah, so why didn't they realize that this didn't work with Devon?
Yeah, he did it too.
That's what emerged Batista.
Yeah. Testify. And then Batista.
Father Devon?
I'm willing to give it a chance.
I want to see, remember, because the last time we really heard Big E talk, he was doing like the Jesse Jackson thing.
Yeah.
So.
And he sucked at it.
He was terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Woods is by far the best talker of the three.
Oh,
we know
of course.
that.
Yeah.
We know that.
And I also think that there's a 99% chance that this is going to be better than the Los Matadors.
Oh, I already am hooked to it more.
Right?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you put it in those terms, I'm going, let's go. Green light.
There you go.
Until the
There's a
day
chance.
that Torito pins Xavier Woods with this gimmick.
Don't say that because it might happen. I mean,
Forget I even said it.
okay.
I'm just curious.
I'm angry with you now.
I'm just curious. We see it Woods doing this thing. Mm-hmm. I can see next week they do another one similar to it with Big E preaching. Mm-hmm. My one question is, how the hell is Kofi going to preach?
He's not. They can't do that. He's going to have to be the deacon or, I don't know. Just don't be the minister of music. Black folks, y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, he can't.
I don't know what he's saying.
There's a stereotype about ministers of music in black churches.
I don't know anything about that.
You don't? Well, that's probably legit right now.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, I don't know what that. I don't know what he could be.
I'm curious.
It's gonna have to be the deacon or something.
Is he just gonna be carrying the donation?
Yeah,
donation
the
plate?
usher. He'll be the usher. He ushers people to losses.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We'll see how that turns out. Renee is backstage with AJ. AJ talks about, I know on Raw, Brie slapped me, but it was because Nikki ordered her to, so I'm not really mad at Brie. Bricky. I'm fumbling all my words today. Brie walks over there to try to apologize to AJ, and as she does that, Nikki clocks AJ from behind, and they walk off. Brie not happy about it.
Can't be hitting my baby like that. No.
They hit your baby.
Yeah, can't be doing that.
She had a nice little ass view, though.
Well, it's AJ. There's always a nice little ass view.
It was nice. I'm just letting.
Is that news?
No, but I just want. That was the best part of the segment. Was her butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kaori Takee just said the best part of his segment was looking at AJ's ass. I just want to reiterate that.
It's true.
Where is Nicki Minaj when you need her? This is great.
This is such a great episode.
Don't. Yeah. My anaconda don't.
Natalya versus Summer Rae. And we see that backstage earlier in the day, Tyson Kidd is hanging out with Summer Rae and Layla as they're all talking about Tyson's huge upset win on Raw against Sheamus in a non-title match. Natalya comes out and is wondering, hey, what's going on? Why are they around my man? And Tyson's like, I don't get what's going on. Natalya acting jealous. Summer Rae's acting, what's the big deal? Natalya and Summer Rae then have a match on SmackDown. Before we get into this match, though, we got to talk about another major thing that happened after Raw went off the air. Mm-hmm. I do recall all of us many times over the last several months talking about something about Rusev winning the United States title.
Yep, we did talk about that.
I think we've brought that up many times.
A few times.
Yeah, we mentioned it again last week.
Yeah, though it's been said. And what happened this Monday night? Oh, that's right. Rusev won the United States title.
What? He won what?
Okay.
That happened?
So
It happened on the network. You want to talk about trying to plug your free month? You had a title change solely on the network.
Mm-hmm.
That's one way to start it off.
It's a big deal.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, and Sheamus held that title for about like 6 months. So
That long?
He won it, I think, in like May or June.
Wow, that
Yeah,
just
he
goes
did.
to show how much it was just hanging out with him and not.
Because it was on Sheamus.
Yeah.
Nothing against Sheamus, cool dude, but it's just it was kind of like the
didn't
belt
need
was
the
just
title.
there. Yeah, he never needed it.
Yeah. So Rusev crush the entire country now, apparently, because he's the United States champion.
I wonder if he's gonna break the belt like
No,
Genius.
I think he's going to have a new belt. I think he's just going to call it the Russian
the
title.
Russian title. Yeah.
Actually, I read one of the people on YouTube commented the USSR champion.
Wow. Okay,
Ooh.
that would be dope.
Ooh!
Put the
USSR.
hammer and sickle on it.
And the only person that will beat him is Sergeant Slaughter.
Yes.
See, I don't want to take credit because that was awesome. So
That
that's
is-
why
that
we
was pretty
read your
awesome.
comments. Yeah.
So now we know Rusev is the United States champion. And Tyson, on commentary during this match between Natalya and Summer, is crediting himself with an assist, saying, if it wasn't for me weakening Sheamus earlier in the night, Rusev would not have been able to win and become the United States champion. I'm like half the United States champion, is pretty much what he's saying. And mind you, he's talking all about himself and what he did with Sheamus. And Michael Cole is saying to him, hey, let's actually talk about this match that's happening with your wife in the ring right now. And Tyson's like, hey, you know what? You're right. I'm going to go and support my wife. Hops off commentary, walks over the apron. As Natalya is about to lock Summer Rae in a sharpshooter, Tyson is yelling at her, get her in the sharpshooter now. Natalya looks, huh? Roll up. Summer Rae wins. And Tyson's blaming Natalya for taking her eye off the ball.
And I think I mentioned when we were screening it that I thought that was kind of a botched ending because it was supposed to look like a bad interference, but it was so obvious that Summer Rae waited till Natty was paying attention again, then she kicks her in the face. It wasn't a good ending. Disappointed.
What do you guys think about the Total Diva stuff spilling over into the actual WWE
I have very
product?
mixed feelings about it.
Yeah.
You know, I think in some aspects it makes the Divas division more. It gives more entertainment. I'm not saying more value, but more entertainment, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Tyson Kidd now being on Raw and SmackDown is the best thing that Total Divas has done.
Yes, Tyson Kidd is back.
Everything else, as far as
Because-
TV
Yeah.
purposes, as far as for the Raw and SmackDown and main event or NXT or whichever, Total Divas should not have anything to do with it. But the fact that they took part of the storyline that's on Total Divas to bring it on TV, this way Tyson can get over, I'm all for. Because Tyson is the most underrated, arguably the most underrated wrestler on the roster. And he's finally getting some airtime.
My biggest issue.
They're letting him talk, too.
Yeah.
Well, my biggest issue is, and if this is still holding true, that the Divas who are on the reality show can't hold the championship, it just kind of makes it very limited to where they can go with this division in terms of like wrestling.
true.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah, Nikki is the #1 contender right now, but so what? Well, I'm thinking, so what? We're gonna get another predictable match because obviously she's not gonna have the title.
Because over the next year, AJ, Layla, and Emma will be the only Divas champions. Because that's all there is.
Because they took Paige.
And Tamina when she's healthy.
Yeah, when she's back.
Yeah, they took Paige away, who's awesome,
And Alicia,
and Alicia. Yeah,
who's my love.
they took great. We know.
Come on, JoJo.
Yeah.
She's become a
So-
ring announcer now.
I know. But at this rate, she could.
Very mixed emotions.
We find out this Monday on Raw, over in Jolly Old England, we're having Cena versus Ryback. So
I'm excited for that.
I'm curious to see what they're going to do with that because, you know, the Authority's trying to push Ryback to be on Team Authority, putting him against Cena, how it's going to react. I'm guessing from all this, Ryback's going to end up being on Team Cena.
I think so.
But I'm curious to see how it all works out. Renee backstage with Dolph Ziggler.
Which pay-per-view was it with the ridiculous ambulance match with Cena and Ryback? Do you
I
remember?
want to say it was Payback of not this
I don't
year,
know,
last
it was
year.
pretty good. If I remember, it was kind of ridiculous.
Because the Extreme Rules one was the one that had a no contest. And I think the one after that was Payback. Chat roll, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Because they'll know better than me because they are super smart. and have access to look up other stuff.
Oh, but you don't with that giant Apple computer.
I'm just reading my notes in the chat room.
Okay.
I'm not browsing. If I'm okay, yeah, let's talk about stuff.
You can't multitask?
Well, that would be rude of me.
Would it?
Oh, okay.
It would be rude.
Would it really?
Yes.
Is that what men think? Is that why they can't multitask? Oh, I'm sorry. That was a jab on men. I'm gonna get pummeled right now. I'm sorry.
I don't even. That
There's
wasn't even
so
really
many
a jab.
The funny thing is that there's so many places that men are going to take her last sentence.
Oh, yeah. Take my last sentence if that's what makes.
She's asking for it.
Yeah, they're gonna. Twitter's gonna light up.
Yeah. All right.
Hashtag
Payback 2013. Thank you, AJ0314. I was right.
Thank you, AJ.
That was quick.
That was quick. So Renee backstage with Ziggler. Ziggler says he just wants the authority out of power. If he has to be put in a steel cage against a monster, fine. All of a sudden, Triple H shows up. And the game is there. And mentions that he's surprised to see Ziggler so ready to compete after the beatdown Seth Rollins gave him on Raw. And he's like, well, let's think about this. Cena's not here tonight. And Randy Orton's not here tonight. And who knows if Randy Orton will ever be back. No one's here to save you. So, Dolph, it's not too late. You can still change your mind to join Team Authority. Dun, dun, dun. And Triple H walks away. Then we have nothing to do with wrestling, but honestly, a really, really, really cool thing. The founder of this program that's called Soldier Socks came out with this thing that was created by, I believe it was pronounced Exo Bionics. And they had Army Sergeant Dan Rose. Dan Rose was paralyzed from the chest down in Afghanistan. And they've come up with this incredible technological device for wounded soldiers that actually helps them walk. There's literally this thing that he started sitting in a chair, and they got him all strapped in, and then literally I don't know how it works, obviously.
Like an Iron Man suit.
It kinda.
Yeah.
But like all of a sudden with a contraption of it, and what did you call? They weren't crutches, but
Stilts?
Not stilts, but kind of the crutch things. He was able to push himself up, and it turns from a chair into like a walking device, and he was able to walk across the stage,
Which was amazing.
Crowd went nuts. Chen USA, thank you, Dan. You were seeing people in the crowd crying because they were so happy for the guy. A really, really cool thing that they've created for the wounded troops, and really cool to WWE to display it. Give this guy, Dan, some love with Veterans Day coming up. Really, really cool. You know, a lot of times they'll do those segments once in a while that have nothing to do with wrestling. Like, why is this happening during wrestling? This was one of those things, though, that was like, this is really cool to see.
It was.
So
that was one of those moments.
Yeah. I salute you, Dan Rose. And really, really cool thing that Soldier Socks is doing. Main event time, Dolph Ziggler versus Kane in a steel cage. As Ziggler enters the ring, lights go out, and then we have another vignette of just the eyes, of like all the random eyes being super creepy and scary. It sounds like it's Luke Harper, based on the voice. I'm under the impression it's Luke Harper, and I'm thrilled that they're building him up and gonna really start pushing the guy. So that happened in the midst of Ziggler's entrance, and he was just kind of staring at the Tron after and was like, I don't know what that was, but I got to deal with a steel cage with Kane. So this match takes place, and this is how a cage match should work. There was a few pinfall attempts in the match, but it was more so the art of trying to escape the cage. And that's how cage matches should be. Kane removes one of the turnbuckles early on, so now we have an exposed turnbuckle along with a cage. Choke slams, zigzags. Zigzag was actually done after Ziggler countered a tombstone. And Ziggler's trying to crawl into the door, you know, the theatrics of just trying to get out, but then being pulled back in, just getting a leg over the top, again pulled back. And all of a sudden, Kane is the one who ends up hitting into the exposed turnbuckle. Naturally, that always happens. And Kane is just kind of standing all over the turnbuckle. And Ziggler climbs over him and starts trying to climb down, but then Kane opens the door, which Ziggler was climbing down, and Ziggler is hanging on the door. Big uppercut by Kane. Ziggler is hanging over the door. And Kane now starts trying to get out, and as he's trying to get out, Ziggler swings himself with the door into Kane, knocks him out, jumps down. Ziggler wins the cage match. And like I said at the beginning of the show, SmackDown ends with Ziggler standing tall. When the hell was the last time that happened?
I don't know.
If ever.
Chat roll?
If ever.
That's a hell of a question for the chat roll.
Yeah. When was the last time Dolph Ziggler stood tall at the end of a SmackDown? Because he did really hyping Ziggler, and this is putting more eyes on the Intercontinental title, especially because a certain WWE champion is nowhere to be seen. But that's besides the point. They're really pushing Ziggler now. And I'm curious what's going to happen after Survivor Series with the whole Team Cena versus Team Authority thing. And at the moment, right now, we only have Cena and Ziggler on Team Cena, and Team Authority is Rollins and Kane. If we were to just randomly guess right now who the other members of the teams would be, what would you say? Obviously, we got a couple weeks. We're going to know at least one more member of each team on Raw.
Give me names and I'll guess.
Well, it looks like Ryback's going to be involved.
Yes.
It looks like Big Show and Mark Henry will be involved. So Big Show will be on Team Cena, Mark Henry will be on Team Authority. I'm guessing we could have Sheamus and Rusev involved too. And
yeah,
then,
but where would... I feel like Rusev's on his own island. Like, well, where would he go?
You would go on Team Authority.
But, okay. I think that would just be weird.
Nah. If they had more guys that weren't from the U.S., I would say he deserves his own team and his own storyline.
True, but they don't really right now.
They don't have, nobody that's in the position, at least, to be ready for that. Yeah.
I mean, if I wanted a perfect world, and who knows how much money WWE have to dish out or how healthy they are, I want 2 mystery guys, one for each team. And at Survivor Series, I want Reigns to return for Team Cena and Lesnar to show up for the Authority.
That would be nice.
It's not going to happen.
They won't. Yeah.
It won't happen.
So good. Yeah.
I mean, you want to sell the network, do that.
That's one way to do it.
I keep saying it. I think that they should have some of the divas in their mix too. But that's not going to happen either.
As far as any Authority?
Authority and
Nikki definitely for the Authority right now.
And then some on Cena's team too. One or two.
Well, they'll probably have a Diva Survivor Series match.
Yeah, but I'm saying like just like an
intergender Survivor Series match?
Yes.
They haven't had intergender matches since the Attitude Era.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I guess they have, but I mean, the girls have to fight the girls.
Yeah.
So what happens when, say there was one diva on each team, one of them gets eliminated, what the hell happens to the other diva?
So who cares?
Then that team wins, because no one can touch her. And so there'll be a survivor.
I just think it would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That it adds, glamour to it.
Since we ran Total Diva stuff over, it would be crazy to see Cena and Nikki on opposing sides.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
You got that dynamic.
TJ Natty.
Well, because you can have Nikki trying to convince Cena to join the Authority.
Yeah.
Be like, I'm not going to give you sex anymore until you join the Authority type deal.
Oh, hey.
Because that's very TVPG.
Took it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there, Cena's like, all right, screw the merchandise and the Make-A-Wish stuff. I'll turn heel.
Yeah. I'll do it. I'll do it now. Sign me up.
Yeah. What we get match of the
Nikki
night
is powerful.
That's tough. You guys are gonna think I'm ridiculous, but for the ending and for the story value possibility, I'm gonna say R-Truth and Adam Rose.
Even though it wasn't really much of a match, I loved the sudden twist, which makes no sense. Well, I'm not saying it makes no sense, but it was unexpected. And I've been waiting for something with Adam Rose. So if this is what we're going to do, then this is what we're going to do. I'm just happy to do something. Honestly, for my match of the night, I'm going to go Ryback Cesaro because I really liked the way the two of them worked. It was a pleasant surprise. And it's weird for me to say that with 2 cage matches on the show.
I was about to say, how do you not
Pick one of the cage matches.
Neither one of you guys pick a cage match.
And they were both good. Honestly, I thought from beginning to end, overall, a very good SmackDown. Good matches.
That's just not. I gotta pick a cage match.
You gotta,
match.
yeah.
Just cage match.
You just say cage match.
Cage match.
Fine.
Yeah.
That works.
Pick one. It's a cage match.
It's
they
a cage
have
match.
to build it, and you guys aren't showing it any love. Just look at you.
They have to
look at you.
build it.
I'm disgusted.
You're disgusting?
You're
The champ is disgusted.
Ron, what's your match of the night?
He just said the cage match.
She's not even paying attention.
I will. Okay, I improved. But also, some women can't multitask as well. I'm sitting here talking to the chat roll.
Okay, great. She was dreaming about Cesaro.
She was.
I was not.
I think she was dreaming about your peach fuzz.
Oh.
That is not a dream.
It's a reality.
It is.
There it is.
It is.
Boom.
And on that lovely note, let's end this wonderful episode of SmackDown AfterBuzz. So you could always continue to chat with us on iTunes and YouTube and wonderful forums of social media.
Oh, thank you, whoever that is in the chat room.
AJ.
AJ, you rock.
I'm going to have to look at the link he sent, and you're going to have to post it in the YouTube. I just looked at it, and it's hilarious. It's a meme of Corey saying, I want pie, #fact. Corey, how can people reach out to you so they can send you more memes of yourself?
You can find me on Instagram as well as Twitter at KAORIOUS. That is Kaori.
Rome, champ.
I like how she sung that. Oh, thank you. What was that again?
I said current champ.
Oh, thank you.
Currently, for a few more weeks.
It made him.
I'm happy it's on SmackDown, and I'm happy you haven't had a solo reign.
Yeah,
I'm happy you got yourself a reign.
It's been on SmackDown the most.
Yeah, it's been here the most.
Oh yeah, thanks to me.
Oh, we know it's thanks to me.
Yeah, I was about to say she's had more reigns than anyone.
I've been selfish. I haven't shared reigns.
Yeah, thanks for one reign.
Mine.
Two? Okay.
Quasto doesn't even know when he has the belt.
Quasto
We have to tell him to
didn't
go
give
and
a
get the
damn
damn
about
belt. Anyway, you can find me at Rome the Ruler on Twitter and Empire of Rome on IG.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Brace Yourself. I've changed my Twitter handle. I know.
Peach Fuzz.
I decided, yes, #Peach Fuzz. Follow me on Twitter at Real Rosenberg. I've changed the at Real Rosenberg. I might even sign up for IG one of these days and learn all that other social media stuff too. Also, November 16th, Indio, California, Alpha Omega Wrestling presents Unleash, our biggest show of the year. Former WWE superstar Mike Knox will be there. I'll be there. Rome, a.k.a. JJ Steele, will be there.
Who's going to be there?
JJ Steele is going to be there.
That's right.
And lots of other great wrestling. If you're in the Indio area, make sure you check it out at AO Wrestling CA, or you can always tweet Rome or myself for more info on that. Thanks for tuning in. The whole gang was here tonight, which was awesome. For Kaori Takee and Rome Moore, I'm Christian Rosenberg. We'll see you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
I'm the champ, bitch.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.